Hi, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday marketing call. My name's Lee Honish. Today, I will be explaining how to make video content without you being on the video. Having shot videos with people, and I'm basically spending my day shooting videos with people, there are a lot of people that are uncomfortable in front of the camera. That shouldn't keep you from creating content. And there are many content providers who don't put their face on their videos or upload them. And again, as we've talked about previously, content creates engagement, engagement creates conversation. It depends where you put the content. So we'll cover that sort of from A to Z for everybody that's on the call. If you have any questions and you're here live on the call, type them in. I will go back and I will check them as we go along the way. I'm completely okay with that. I'll check between each section. But my goal is to show you how, and generally it takes about, realistically, I would try to keep your video, much like I do the red videos, under 15 minutes, right? I don't think you ever need to go much longer than that. And I'll show you where to get the content from, what to use for that content, and how to use stock images, and then just simply lay a voiceover over the top and talk about it. Simple as that. You can use a still picture at the end. There are many options, but this is just one marketing option and one video that or a video to show you how you can do it. I did create a link. If anyone raises their hands and they're interested in me making 3 videos for you, they do take about 45 minutes a piece to make. I will provide 3 of them at a ridiculously discounted rate. And I will provide that link for anybody that raises their hands throughout the video that's interested in having that done. And I'll make 3 unique pieces over the next couple of months for you. Put it up, repost it, put it up, repost it, put it in groups, repost it. Simple as that. We're going to use something I call the Epic Economist model. He has definitely got the views on YouTube and on social media. And all he basically does is use stock video images and then talks over the top of those stock images. I'm going to do a very condensed version of it. I'm going to show you how to get stock video as well without having to pay for it. You can, however, pay for it if you'd like, and we'll certainly talk about that. I caught it and then I let it go. God, story of my life. So if anybody has any questions, again, just type them in and I will stop along the way and I will go back and take care of those for you. All right, so let's start. So the idea here, if it'll let me share my screen, optimize video and share sound. So there will probably be sound. All right. We're going to start off with YouTube. And if you want, all you have to do is type in stock video image footage. There really isn't any free, in my opinion, stock video images out there, but there are multiple sites that will provide you with basically stock video footage. Vimeo claims that they have royalty-free stock video. Maybe they do. I have never done enough research on it. Vimeo was a platform that we were on for a while, but there are many sites that do it. I'm going to give you my version of how to do it. And the first thing you want to do is go to the Epic Economist, because he does use stock images. He doesn't ever really appear in any of his videos. So I'm going to use his, basically by the title, you know what the topic's going to be, right? Based on that, I can basically review the videos and be happy with the stock images that he's using and that they will be beneficial to me. I'm going to do this video on foreclosure rates going up, right? We talked about it previously. foreclosure rates, which is what we talked about yesterday. And I clicked on news. There's the Atom data. So I'm going to plumb from this. I'm going to take the image of the actual foreclosure rate. I'm probably going to use the content itself and incorporate that into my video. Yet again, another video, foreclosure starts. I could save that as well. Anything that I can use to insert. And I'm going to use the article itself as my actual content. But the first thing I'm going to do is plumb out all of the graphs. Okay. I got quite a few. They're actually nice. Nobody really looks at them, but people believe graphs for a lot of reasons. There's foreclosure starts by state. California is on the climb. And so we could certainly talk about this. So the video that I would be talking about are, what states are having the highest foreclosure starts. They've certainly got them. Let's see how they ranked them. Great rank. So number one right now is Illinois. Really? Huh. I would do it by sheer volume, but I guess it's based on percentage of people in that location. I don't know why they wouldn't be in order. This is, they're alphabetical, which to me is really ridiculous. So number one is Illinois. Number two is Delaware. Where's number three? But that's good data. I don't want to get caught up in that. All right, I've got all that. I've got all that. I've got something I can talk about. Now, what I need is depressing stock footage. This is going to be our title, or what are the top five states that actually have the highest foreclosure activity. That would probably be my angle. So I'm going to show you how to do it start to finish with stock video images. So I actually like this video that he did. He used stock images of people looking worried. So what you want to do is copy the link address and then type in YouTube downloader. Talked about this previously. Click on it, insert, and it's going to give me the video. I'm now going to download the video. I now have a downloaded copy of that video. Any questions on that? Check in with you guys. Everybody good right there? Good. Check the screen. Nobody has questions. Cool. Next thing I'm going to do, because all Microsoft computers have it, if you have an Apple, you would use iMovie or one of those. It works just as well. I am not versed in it. I use this very, 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 very simple Windows movie maker. It's very simple, does everything I want it to do, crops videos, chops videos, does visual effects, does everything. It's very simple to use. So I'm going to create a new project, and I'm going to add my first clip. In this particular case, it's going to be this video that I downloaded from the web. His video is 12 minutes long. So I'm going to take out all his content and just keep, right? I'm just going to keep his content. I mean, the stock video content. So what I'm going to do is split the video. This isn't really difficult. If I was really spending a lot of time on this, I would tell you exactly how I would do it. The very simple way is to click preview, just like that. Turn the audio off because we don't need their audio.
If virtually.
Turn that up. Let me go back. I don't want his audio. Now I'm going to split the video. And what I'm going to do is create splitters in the video. Very simply, I like his stock images. I don't want his text. So I'm going to add a splitter. I don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. That's what I want. I just want the stock images. And all I'm doing is moving this forward ever so slightly. Normally, I would be very patient and probably watch the whole video and cut it out. Much like taking a steak off the bone, try to leave as much meat as you can. But what you're watching is a very simplistic way to get yourself stock video. There's another set. I don't need any of that. I don't want the aerial footage. That's nice. I'll take that. So he bought stock Wall Street footage. I'll keep that. Right. Keep going. Another good one. I'll check your questions right now. I see your questions. So I'm going to move forward. I'm going to just probably keep this just to show you how this works. Add splitters. Then click OK. Okay. Now I've got everything chopped up into sections, right? So here's how it looks originally, just so you guys have an idea. I'm going to leave the sound off just so you can see it, of how he had it chopped up, right? There's just a voiceover happening, yada, yada, yada. Don't worry about that epic economist thing. I'm going to show you what to do with that in just a second. So he put in his own drops and overlays over the tops of the videos with his content and stock videos. Okay, just so you have an idea of what his looks like. So now let me show you the difference. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove this. We're going to remove this. We're going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to remove that. And strangely, when you take out some of these sections, this thing shortens down quickly. We're at like 8 minutes, and I'm going to take the last piece out. So the video is only about 1.5 minutes for the sake of discussion. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Control. I'm going to show you how to do it on the first one. I should have done it at the beginning. Normally, you crop videos at the beginning, but I'm going to do it right here just to show you how to do it. This actually has a cropping feature. So all I'm going to do is crop the video down a little bit. I'm going to preview it just so I can take out the epic economist thing and take it right up to the line. And then I'm going to click OK. Same on here. I'm going to crop it. Very, 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 very simple stuff, right? Okay. The other thing I would have done at the beginning, I probably would have done an overlay with my information and an image. What I'm going to do is I'm going to overlay all that at the very end when I turn it into a movie. I'm going to crop this down. I probably should wait to crop it down as well, but I think it's a good lesson to learn how to crop videos. Okay. And last one, we're going to crop that video as well. All right. So click OK. Now I've got cropped videos. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my graphs, right? I'm now changing it into my video. Yeah, of course, all those are not JPEGs. I was kind of concerned about this unless we're in the wrong downloads. Yep. All right. So when you're using web photos, we talked about this, web BP to JPEG. So I've got to convert those photos to JPEG images so that they can be used. And there they are. Upload. I'm going to convert it to JPEG. And then down below, I have a JPEG version. Now, this is just a rinse and repeat situation because I want to have time and answer questions for you on the topic. I will do one more, but it's really just a repetitive action, right? You're just typing in web BP to JPEG. You're going to the site, you're choosing the file. There's the composite. I'm going to upload it, the blue button. And then I'm going to convert it to a JPEG. Now, the same can be done with the same images on depreciation, missed payments. These are all very stock standard images to use. They're all available on the web on multiple websites. So now I've got it completely done, converting it to a JPEG. All done. Boom, just like that. All right, so now I have two of them so you can at least see how this works. Let's go back to our video. And I'm now going to add a photo, just like he did. I'm going to add my own graphs, right? Now, again, this is a very short, simplified version. I'm just showing you the basics of how simple this is. And then I'll put this one in again. Now, what I would do in each of these situations, make sure these are not 5 seconds. It might seem like a long time, not a long time. I mean, it's actually a very long time. It's kind of a ridiculously long period of time to look at an image. All right, so I want this at 2. I want this at 2. I want this. 2 seconds to me is about right for duration of photos. Anything longer is 5 seconds is an extremely long period of time, believe it or not. Now, we've got this all lined up. Any of you can do this. This is really simple. The next move, you want to do transition, fade, transition, fade, transition, fade. You can be fancy, and there are other transitions. The other ones look very cheesy to me. There's some smooth blur ones that I kind of like on here, but fade looks the most professional. Make sure I have them all. Okay. 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 Fade. Transition, fade. Transition, fade. So now we have a video that you guys all saw previously that looked one way. And now let's look at it a totally different way. Now, again, there's no soundtrack over this. We're just looking at the images. We've removed the Epic Economist thing in the corner. It's now just a stock image, same stuff you can buy on the web with people looking unhappy. And if this is a foreclosure video, it's very eye-catching. There's your first graph, because nobody's really going to read a graph on a video. Nice, it came up on the past due bill. Actually, I'm starting to like the way this thing looks a lot for a 90-second video. That's a really good stock image. Now, the only thing we have left to do is really drop the audio, the voiceover, and some music. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But these are just stock video images, right? It's really fantastic. I might actually increase those to 5 seconds. And I would put all of the pieces in to make that work. So the one thing I noticed, I'd probably increase the atom data charts back to 5 seconds, which is fine. I want to add the other two. I think we have time. So I'm going to stop this. I'm definitely going to increase this back to 5 seconds. I thought it was great. I'm going to keep this one at 5 seconds. And I'm going to get 2 more graphs, which I have, because I think this is turning into a great video if you want my opinion. We're going to go back, same website. I'll start it from the beginning. I just typed in WebBP to JPEG, right? I'm going to choose the third chart, and I'm going to upload it. There it is. I'm going to convert it to JPEG. And then you can click Save, or what I do, just click, right click and save image as a JPEG. So there's number 3. I'll do it one more time from the top. You're using EasyGIF, right? .com. It's just a conversion page. I'm going to choose a WebBP photo, and I'm going to use the last foreclosure start that I have. I'm going to upload it. There it is. I'm going to convert it to JPEG. This is all free. I'm going to right click and I'm going to save it. There you go. Now I can actually put all the images in because I'm actually really starting to like this video a lot. So I'm going to replace graph number 3. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to insert a new photo, which would be graph number 3. Make sure to change your transition on it, right? Transition, we want it to fade. And then I'm going to get rid of this one because it's a duplicate. And I'm going to add clip, photo, and the last one we did. I'm going to make sure my transition is correct and fade. So we now have a 1 minute, what do we have? 1 minute, 49 seconds. So it's about a 2-minute video. Now we haven't added any music to it. So I'm going to show you how this system actually does that. And again, Movie Maker Video Editor Pro is a Microsoft product. They make Movie Maker Basic, which I believe is free with your products. I think this one costs $8 a year or lifetime or whatever it is. Just to me, it is a very simplified way of doing video editing. I think the other ones try to get too complex and you got to stack videos and you have to know about how to lay them out on timelines. And that takes a period of time to learn. If you're really into that, especially the Apple people, I recommend it. They make very great polished videos. The people that I hire that do video editing for me use those products. When it's me and I got to do video editing, I don't want to spend all day. I just want to break it down as quickly as possible. That's just me. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit my soundtrack. So we're going to add a soundtrack to this whole thing. And what's great, here's another great feature about this thing. You can use music from a company called Pixabay, right? And it's completely free, license-free music. You can download it. It's fantastic. So I want scary, suspense. Cool. And so now I can listen to these. A little too dark. Epic Hollywood trailer. It's 2 minutes long too. Yep, like it. 100% free. Just download it to my local drive. Okay, now I'm going to insert music. Oop, my bad. Insert music from local drive. All right. My opinion, turn it down because it's always too loud. It just is. I will probably stretch it out so that the music probably makes it correctly. 6. Close. 6. So all I'm doing is adjusting the length of the images so that this times out with the music. I'm not doing anything really high tech here. I'm just adding a few seconds where I need it. And in fact, I can add the name of the video at the beginning with a place card holder or something. 6. So let's see how close we are. It's pretty close. So when I add the front video or the front page, what we call like a JPEG or a thumbnail, right? I use Poster My Wall. So I will just use the same thing I used this morning for your, right? Click here to play. Click here to play is what I'm going to change this to. And then I'm going to change this top line to closures are up. Spelled it wrong. Top 5 cities with highest rate. It's clickbait. It's what they call it. Your JPEG is sort of your clickbait. I'm going to download that. Download it. Take it a couple of seconds. While that's happening, I'll look at the chat bar. Lee, Foreclosure Radar, is that what you recommend I join? I like Foreclosure Radar. You know, they're not bad. Property Radar, which is now Atom Data, also has good LA data. Barbara, wow, that's lots of information, but I can see it not being too hard once you've done it a few times. It's not, and I get frustrated doing video editing. I do. That's why I do it exactly this way, because it's the simplest thing I can do. And it still makes very professional looking videos. So we're going to go back to the very beginning. What I'm going to do is insert again, right? Not doing anything crazy. I'm going to go back. I'm going to insert, add clip, sorry, photo video. And I'm going to use my JPEG bumper at the very beginning. Make sure it has transition on it. It'll certainly help with the whole thing. So if I've done this correctly, and I go back to soundtrack, it's pretty close. I mean, very close. You can also fade it out a little more once you get to that point. I'm going to fade it from right here on the last screen, on the last two. And all you do is click Effects and Fade Out. Then the next thing I'm going to do is turn it all the way down because it's so brutally loud when you use this thing. It's under Effects, under Volume. I'm going to knock it down. So I'm going to do a voiceover over the top. I've only have to talk for 2 minutes. It works, and I can use the information directly from that article. So I like to check my work at this moment. My opinion, safer project at this point, because video programs do crash. They just do. So I'm going to save this. It's 2-minute foreclosure clip. Now I haven't lost it. I'll review it from right here to see how, I don't want to start right there. Yeah, okay, stop. I'm going to start here. I hit play. Now I haven't done anything, but the music by itself does a lot, which is what he also does in his videos. Nice, right? Any questions up to there? Now all I got to do is lay a voiceover track over the top of it for 2 minutes. And for me to talk on this topic for 2 minutes really wouldn't be that big a deal, in my humble opinion. But I'll show you how that's done. Does anybody have any questions right here? I'll check the chat bar. Is that an overwhelming amount of information? Check to see. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the call. I am recording. Any questions? All right. So the last part of this, obviously, I've got to lay a sound, an audio track over the top of it, right? So let's do that. I am going to go back into edit soundtrack. I still think it's a little loud, my opinion. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. Right about there. Okay. I'm going to go back to the very beginning. And I'm going to do a voiceover. I'm going to record my voice. We're going to hope for the best on this whole thing, shall we? If I need to, I can have beeping in the background. I don't know if that's going to show up there, laying pavement on my cul-de-sac. Let's hopefully they get out of the way here in just a second. Let me check the chat bar. You do go fairly quickly. I definitely would need to watch this and rewatch the video for sure. Victor G, we'll have to review this several times to get the hang of it for sure. And I'm shooting the video. So I've got a script, right? Here's my script. It's not that big a deal. I can certainly keep that off to the side and use it as a reference point. Again, I speak for a living, so it's, I don't know if that beeping's coming through from the trucks outside, which is really going to piss me off when I record. So I'm going to hope for the best. Okay, thanks, Rick. All right. So all you have to do is hit record, right? And once I hit record, it will track right along with the video. So I'll know where I am. Does that make sense? So, yes, I want you to act. Hi, test. Okay, so stop. Let me test that, shall we? See what I can hear. Close. There should be a preview to this if I don't like it. Why aren't you letting? Oh, there it is. Hi, test. Okay, good. Works. Awesome. So I can delete that. Now I can add a voiceover. I'm going to record my voice. My advice is not to become overly excited or anything when you're shooting those. I'll send the video out on the replay of this, Grace. Okay. So it may turn off my microphone for you guys when it takes control of it. I'm assuming you guys can all, according to my button, you can hear me now. Did you hear me test it when I shot it? Or does it shut? Okay, cool. Thank you, Sally. All right, so let's give it a whirl. I'm just going to wing this. I would probably have a script or a script in front of me with bullet points that I want to hit. But for the sake of doing this, let's just make this as simple as possible. Hi, my name is Lee Honish. I am the chief economist for Home Loan. Unless David Bartel still runs the company. That was actually very funny. That amused me, got to be honest. I clear that. Let's try again. And that's the best part. You can't really screw this up. You're recording your own voiceover, really. Hi, my name is Lee Honish. I am the chief economist for Home Advocates. Feel free to visit us online at homeadvocates.io. Adam Data out of Irvine, California is reporting that foreclosure activity is on the rise. As a former banker, I want to explain to you how important that is for you to understand the situation you're in. Because your property actually has equity, you are more likely to lose your home in this type of market. We don't want that to happen. You need to take advantage of your equity right now. With the holidays, with car payments, living paycheck to paycheck, 57% of Americans not even being able to put together $1,000. It's a very difficult time for you right now. Your home has equity. When you take action and you sell that property and put yourself into an affordable situation, you are creating a means to pay off your bills and keep your family safe and protected and not be worried about inevitable foreclosure. Again, taking action is the very first step, but sitting there and worrying about it will not help. The numbers don't lie. The activity doesn't lie. The cities that are showing activity are through the roof. The only people that are going to benefit from this are the people on Wall Street, right? They're going to foreclose. They're going to get their money. They're going to take advantage of your equity. There will be no bailout program from the government. It is on you to take action right now with your bank. Again, look at these charts, look at these numbers. Your city is next. So please take action right now. All right, wasn't great, wasn't my best work. And, you know, I've done better. But I'm done. And go back. I now have a completed video. You guys ready for the premiere of a non-leave video talking about foreclosure activity? I didn't think it was that great of video, audio. Thanks, Victor. I think I got the timing right. I think it looks good. So let's see what the final product looks like together, shall we? I now present to you Foreclosures Are Up by Lee Honish, that I'm not actually in. Hi, my name is Lee Honish. I am the Chief Economist for Home Advocates. Feel free to visit us online at homeadvocates.io. Adam Data out of Irvine, California is reporting that foreclosure activity is on the rise. As a former banker, I want to explain to you how important that is for you to understand the situation you're in. Because your property actually has equity, you are more likely to lose your home in this type of market. We don't want that to happen. You need to take advantage of your equity right now. With the holidays, with car payments, living paycheck to paycheck, 57% of Americans not even being able to put together $1,000. It's a very difficult time for you right now. Your home has equity. When you take action and you sell that property and put yourself into an affordable situation, you are creating a means to pay off your bills and keep your family safe and protected and not be worried about inevitable foreclosure. Again, taking action is the very first step, but sitting there and worrying about it will not help. The numbers don't lie. The activity doesn't lie. The cities that are showing activity are through the roof. The only people that are going to benefit from this are the people on Wall Street, right? They're going to foreclose. They're going to get their money. They're going to take advantage of your equity. There will be no bailout program from the government. It is on you to take action right now with your bank. Again, look at these charts, look at these numbers. Your city is next. So please take action right now. It's all right. Thanks, T. All right, so I'm all done with my video. And by the way, this is a very fast version of making this video. I always do full HD, always do 60 frames. It'll take a little bit longer. 2-minute clip. And we'll let that go for right now. So I'll come back to that in just a second. Take your questions right here. I'm going to pause the recording. All right. Now that our video is completely done, here it is. Finished product, 1 minute, 57 seconds. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to not save it. I don't care. I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to discard the previous project. I'm going to show you some additional hacks with this program that are quite fantastic. Let me stop my video so it'll run faster. All right. So I'm going to add that video that we just made, which will be in our video folder. There's my 2-minute video. Now, let's really personalize this bad boy, shall we? First thing I'm going to do, you can do really simple stuff. In this particular case, I'm going to do remove BG. I'm going to get an image of myself. I'll tell you how simple I am. I don't even like searching through my own pictures for myself because I'm too lazy. So I'd rather just pull up other images of me and save them because I know where they are on the web. I'm going to go over to remove BG. Did I do that too fast? I went to Facebook. I pulled my Facebook profile picture, right-clicked. I am now at remove.bg. I'm going to take that photo and I'm going to download a picture of me without the background. Not hard. Okay. Now we're going to go back over here and I'm going to do a photo overlay of the whole thing. I'm going to add a photo of me with no background. And in my opinion, it should start. Okay. I'm going to put it right here, right where I start. Add a picture of me. And then I'm going to add a text that's static. And I'm going to put in my name. Put my number in. I'm going to reduce the size. Take it down to the bottom. Move me up so that I'm in the frame image. Kind of important. There I am. Probably a comma, right? I think that's correct. I'm going to change the font, something simple. It has lots of fonts. I'm going to just use basic Arial because I can expand the size. And there we go. Nothing difficult. There you go. Now, if I want to, I can do a photo overlay, add my logo. I'm going to try one time to get the logo. Should be in my downloads folder. We'll see if I have one in here. And I do. Yay. So I can add a Home Advocates logo at the top of the page. Doesn't have to be fantastic. Keep it simple. There you go. I'm going to tell it OK. Then I'm going to save that video, just like I did previously. Tell it OK. It's going to ask me for the name. I'm going to write over the other video and save it. Now that'll take, I don't know, probably about the same amount of time, probably about 2 minutes. See what your questions are at this moment. Am I missing something? I was trying to look at the graphs. The highs seem to be years ago. I might be looking and thinking foreclosures are down compared to prior years. They are down. They're down previous to the pandemic still, Barbara, but they're climbing back to pandemic rates. and there's been like a 222% increase. Sarah, would you recommend using an HA logo or your real estate logo? I would say, Sarah, for you, use your real estate logo, right? Like I would use my EXP logo. I would. Yeah, absolutely. And you can always drop a Home Advocates logo on as well. Doesn't matter. But I think personal branding is what's more important. Can't believe I've worn out so many participants on this video. So when this is all done, I probably should have turned down my voice more. I probably should have recorded with a pop sock over this, but that should cover most of it. Let's see where we are on this. Finalizing the video. We are almost done. So 2-minute video, start to finish, with an article I found, with graphs that were online, with stock images that somebody else pulled, start to finish with very basic editing. Just like that. I think it's just right where it is. So now it's all done. Okay. So when I hit play on it now, it should, if I've done this all correctly. Hi, my name is Lee Honish. I am the Chief Economist for Home Advocates. Feel free to visit us online at homeadvocates.io. Why can't you see the rest of the phone number? Out of Irvine, California is reporting that foreclosure activity is behind my butt. You sell that property and put yourself into an affordable situation. You are creating a means. This is why you run your videos. No. I go back. Text photograph overlay. Well, clearly I need to put this first. See if I got it lined up. There we go. Now it's okay. Should be okay now. Hi, my name is Lee Honish. I am the Chief Economist for Home Advocates. Feel free to visit us online at homeadvocates.io. Now it's all done. Now I can save the video. Once I save the video, again, nothing too dramatic here. Okay. I'm going to go to my page, my real estate collapse page. I'm going to select photo or video. I'm going to upload the video. You go to video options, foreclosure rates on the rise. I can tag or collaborate. I do like collaborate if you can collaborate with one of the bigger pages. That does take time, but real estate, realtor, foreclosure, missed payment. I'm going to change my thumbnail. I'm going to upload my thumbnail. Again, it's in my downloads folder. Hi, I'm going to save it. Hashtag foreclosure are on the rise. Do you or someone you know keep it simple. Sell your house before the banks foreclose. You have equity. Take advantage. Call me now. Yes, I know I spelled it wrong. At Lee Honish. Remember, tag yourself where you can. 852537 and learn your options to foreclosure. There you go. Tag a city. Today I'll tag it in LA. It's already 100% uploaded. Post it. I'm not going to add a button. I do sometimes. We've talked about that on other calls. It's only a 2-minute video, so I don't know how long it'll actually take before it appears on my page. They take a period of time to compress it before it shows up on the page, right? However, the next move would be to share it. And in my opinion, buy and sell groups in your local area would be exactly where I share it off of my page. And that's start to finish in about 45 minutes, a 2-minute video that you didn't star in, that you can use today's current headlines just with stock video images.